So I was quite surprised to see this. Such a powerful life-saving skill. Cooling down for an hour. After a few moments, time returns to normal. Song Zikyong asked me, "Did you just call a few of them?" I immediately asked them to confirm the security in the villa and arrange for people to be vigilant around them at all times. Time came the next day. Most people have already made movies. I saw a large number of zombies at the door. Song Zikyong immediately opened and the head of purple gold. This effect can transform objects into purple gold. Attack and defend. Then turn on the insight crystal. Ability to view the properties of the target. Moment. All the attributes of the zombies in front of you are displayed in front of you. Just for a moment, those zombies treat the guest room to see Crusty. The other side woke up. Assassins can hide their breath. Just in the blink of an eye, those zombie forbidden arts were beheaded. And Sudin woke up. The ability to heal injuries and restore strength. Now everything is going smoothly under my arrangement. I am very satisfied with the current situation. And I have more important things to do. Speaking of me, I immediately disappeared from the road. In the last life, when the end came, saw a sign. But after a long time, just understand what it is. And this time, I must seize this opportunity. Soon I came to Jiangcheng University. This is where the logo appeared in the last life. And the sign in the sky. It's actually a projection doppelganger of a guard. See the logo appear? I immediately ran in that direction. Just then a voice called to me. In the early stages of the trial, a strong little guy like you. I'm a business person. Are you interested in doing some business with me? I couldn't wait to hear that. It is my pleasure to be able to trade with you. Business people don't know what's good about a deal. And I talked about hearing about it. Your guards have been looking forward to meeting you. Lord Leto, guard of trading. Just as I praised the guard of the deal, I saw him take out a card. Give it to me as a meet and greet gift. Said it was a gold membership card he handed to the Chamber of Commerce. You can enjoy discounts with this card. I was very happy to see this scene. Remember Top's facts. He has showered praise on women. Subsequently, the guard of trading took out to S-level props. A full-time scroll for Thunder Walker. The other is called Death Place. I just realized when I saw this item. The original Thunder Scroll from the previous life. I bought it from here. But unfortunately, I don't have the ability to buy it yet. And then I got it back, even though I couldn't afford it. But I know that the guards cannot directly participate in vows. You have to invest in the evolutionaries. To profit from it. You must also have come with the purpose of investing. Hearing this, the trading guard suddenly smiled. You want my investment? I am speaking of the one thing that was discovered by the guards, treasure, and hope to be able to use him to invest. Now the guard of trading says, investment requires income. Why do you think? Can it bring me far more benefits than it is worth? Even if you are my admirer. I won't do loss-making business for you either. This is my left hand, getting a bony claw. The right hand changes the hammer. And showed him his SSS level talent. This is my draw. After seeing my talent, the guard of trading quickly uploaded. And he was originally, I didn't intend to keep that treasure so short. Invest out. But now there's such a tempting crowd. Decided to give me a chance. I'm a little excited to hear this. Ask, is it possible to get the investment for that baby? But the trading guards say that's not enough. They want the highest investment. Then you need to use your own strength and growth to prove value. So Leto set me his first mission. Then hand me a coin. After completing the task, can summon his projection with gold coins? I accept the task. I want to see what that baby is. Then I saw a golden light unfold. A sword named Dual Profession full-time scroll appeared. Seeing my opia can make, the user has two occupations simultaneously. End of transaction, and then Leto was leaving. And I'm very happy about what happened today. I hope I can complete the task ASAP. Then I opened the task surface card, an SSS called Ultimate Investment. And the task appears, when I look at the mission rewards. Just found out that the right to interpret belongs to Leto. As expected of the guard of transactions, but thinking about his past life, his reputation was very good. If you complete the task beautifully, Shouldn't treat yourself badly. And to my surprise, Zhong Dang had a father in the early days of the Doomsday. After all, I had never heard of it in my last life. It must be in some hidden location. Jiangcheng University Gymnasium. A man asked everyone to take off their clothes and make it look to his satisfaction, begging to be your own slave. If you disobey, take his name immediately. One of them yelled at you white pig. Then the girl on the side came out to stop. Tell him not to go too far. The man who heard this, one slap directly sent him flying. Just then the block door suddenly exploded. Several people looked at the door with surprise. You beat these foreign devils, right? At this moment, the man still looks disdainful, very arrogant, and I had already disappeared and rushed towards him. Yes, then go to hell. Kill the foreign devil on the spot. Saying this, his little brother wants to do it, but it's just hitting a pebble with a stone. Then, I asked if any of them were from medical school. I am looking for something. They need medical school. Everyone who saw this scene, introduce your major one after another. At this time, one person pointed to the girl who had just been beaten. He's a medical student. The girl who heard this panicked. He begged for mercy and explained that he didn't do it. Anxiously said that he likes dragon people. I'm just white-skinned and yellow-hearted. Suddenly, the people around him laughed out loud. The girl on the side came to the rescue. He really didn't ignite. And he is still persuading the two foreign devils. Then I let them go. But he wants to stay and make everyone walk along the corpse of the zombie. Go to Jiangcheng Dongshan Villa and report Chengbai's name. Someone will settle in then. Everyone is worried that the outside is full of zombies and it is not safe. One say, all the zombies along the way have been dealt with by me. And you survived. Representatives are gifted evolvers. If you are always afraid to face the zombies, it will be dead by then. Then the girl doesn't know why to order. Stay alone. A bad idea suddenly popped into my mind. Immediately expressed his willingness to be my big Yanma. And I said to him, I am not interested in the foreign horses ridden by 10,000 people. He stayed because he needed someone from medical school. Find something by yourself. The girl realized that she had misunderstood. Then he said that he was not bullied. And prove it to me. Hearing this, I have questions in my heart. I'd like to see how to prove it. 2.5 hours later, the girl and I came out of the hallway panting. Soon I was in the research building of a medical school. He said there are many. What bacteria and viruses look like, and then I got into viruses here. I was shocked to see what was going on inside. I didn't expect Jiangcheng University to have such a treasure. And I started devouring the viruses. But it's mostly the flu. This is the pop-up prompt. Acquire enough influenza virus. Influenza upgrades to skills. And this is me looking at an introduction to that skill. I was very surprised. The effect of sneezing. It's a super control skill. And before I was browsing through talent skills. Not paying much attention to real viruses. But now I need to pay more attention to this aspect of promotion. The level exclamation is worthy of the SSS skill talent, which is so terrifying. And then I thought, the trial at the Goblin Guard is definitely not easy. Then increase the remaining virus points to strength. This is a pop-up prompt to unlock the skill climb the eaves and walk the wall. It can attach to any surface with the blacklight virus. And combat focus. Strengthen the ability to control all the muscles of the body. This time, I just threw a simple punch. The walls of the laboratory shattered on the spot. The girl who saw this was shocked. I thought to myself, I'm just lucky I didn't use this. Otherwise you might die. Look at the scene in front of you. I am very satisfied with this cup. Suddenly, I sensed something in the incinerator I'm looking for. When I opened the door, I saw a red portal. So I immediately went forward to confirm that I entered the warehouse door. A prompt pops up at this time. Successful customs clearance can make it permanent for 2 days. The inner guard clearance copy will disappear forever. Now I understand. Why didn't I hear about it in my last life? Suddenly, the bed in front of me changed. I immediately activate my combat stance and prepare for battle. It turned out that just after I entered the copy of Feng Huolu, the zombies inside began to wake up immediately. I saw this scene. Also get ready for battle immediately. Just one hit kills one of them in an instant. And now another zombie is. Overhead stress skill. But vulnerable to my hammer. After killing the zombies, I sighed that it is a special instance. The experience gained is also very high. Looking at the zombies that keep coming at me. And for a moment, I was very excited. Right now, my experience points are skyrocketing. 2.5 minutes later, it brought me to level 4. And gained a free genus youth points. Then I looked at the differentiation that kept making strange noises. I want to help a copy buff break the shell. All of a sudden, there was a loud noise that immediately made me serious. When I saw the meat hidden in it. It made me feel uneasy. Then prepare to kill him before he transforms. However, the next second, the meat blocked the phone arm from our attack. Immediately after, I unleashed the botnet evolutionary flu. But was dispersed by the monster's roar. The hint skill is not valid for this target. Next second, the blow of the meat nugget sent me flying. And he was just shot in the arm by me. Start to heal slowly. Then we fought again. The biochemical grinding arm was directly cut off by me. Instantly, the arm I chopped off grew back again. I was very excited to see this scene. After all, it has been reborn. I haven't met an opponent who can give my all. Now I'm just using this biochemical to grind people. Move your hands and feet. Then let me keep hurting him. Biochemical abrasion can heal immediately. Then I activate the ability status reading of the hourglass. I'd like to see him. Is it truly immortal? 2.5 hours later. The biochemical demon has been tortured by me and cannot recover. Then another hour passed. I have started to urge the biochemical abrasion to recover quickly. 2.5 minutes later. Biochemical grinding was only hit by me. There's a sarcoma left. But he is already the strongest I have ever met. The enemy has given me an addiction. Then step on it into minced meat. After killing the bionic demon, I'm at level 5. Due to my successful clearance, the incinerator copy is then converted into a permanent copy. Now, remind me whether to upload the customs clearance video as paid video, strategy. See the setting where you can hide the appearance name. One immediately choose to upload. At this moment, in Song Zikyong's villa, Sudin is treating his injuries. Suddenly, I saw a man named Bai. Uploaded a video. For a while, all evolutionaries pay a copper coin to start watching. Some people didn't even see my speed clearly. Need to slow down to see clearly. They all sigh that I am fierce and fast. But some people think my style of play is not suitable. Everybody, after all, the recovery speed of biochemical grinding is very fast. But most people were shocked by my strength. The group became very lively for a while. And complain? The gap between myself and me is so great. Some people have seen such a strong boss. I think there are other solutions. At this moment, I begin to absorb biochemical abrasive corpses. This reminds me. Obtain exclusive purification of blacklight virus. This is a blacklight virus that can only be used. Skill and ability points. But I'm also quite satisfied with it. And then prompted me again that the blacklight virus has been purified. Life recovery rate increased. And obtain the biochemical grinding skill cell regeneration. When I looked at the effect, it was very calming. Can you use physical or other energy? Rebirth of the system. And finally, I want to see this nightmare bun. What can be revealed, baby? At this time, I saw 3 golden pieces of equipment appear before my eyes. Just as I defeated BioGrind. Drop 3 rewards. The first full-time scroll called and biochemical grinding. It is a way to absorb other life forms and improve itself. The evil profession, but now I have SSS and blacklight virus. The second item is a bottle of genetic essence. I feel that this thing is not bad. I will quote it immediately. And then there's one last item left. Look at this strange thing. I don't know if it's a special item or equipment. The description of the skin of the faceless is also somewhat ambiguous. I don't know the effect. Is it to change your body or your equipment? This is what I opened. Remembering that the little monster also exploded something before, although they are all ordinary leather equipment. But it can be worn as an inner armor. Suddenly, I saw another Earth level activation book. Cell skill book. I wanted to use it, but I prompted it to be invalid, because I already have a high version. Cell regeneration, but I don't think it matters. After all, this skill. Books can be changed in the chat group. Then I'm ready to leave here. thinking of handing over the body of the boss to her. It should be considered a complete task. To think that I would complete the task so quickly. It will definitely surprise him. But then I remembered his name. God of Scripture and Transaction. It suddenly made me feel like this. It's not that simple. Leto, after all, not a wandering merchant who moves aimlessly. He must be here for a reason. Then I remembered what Leto said before he left. I was a windfall. It is very likely that his original purpose is this special copy. And here I am. Didn't find anything valuable? And it must be very valuable to be able to make the projection doppelganger of the guards. I was a little confused for a while. Or maybe I missed something in this copy. Then I came to the door of the incinerator. It's the only place I haven't explored. So I went inside. But I didn't find anything special in it. Then I came to a pipe opening. In order not to miss every message. Decided to go up and have a look. After entering, turns out the pipe is longer than the room. Just when I was wondering, I suddenly found out. Seeing empty pipes makes me feel like I shouldn't. This is me knocking on top. Suddenly, a golden mask appeared in front of him. I was very surprised to see this scene. It turned out to be a prop. And it is the existence that the universe has never been able to explain. The question mark in the description makes me think most likely one. Products of SSS level props. Or props related to guards. Seeing this mask must be a good thing. It also made me understand that Lidu's purpose is this, and I decided to find a way to keep it. Then I left the ridge. And the girl is waiting for me outside. And he was thrilled to see me come out. Indicates that you have seen my video. So fake. I asked him if he had any copper coins. Because gold coins are required to unlock the warehouse function. Thinking of the video I sent before, a copper coin should be watched by many people. And it costs 1,000 gold to unlock the warehouse. Looking at my balance, I still need a lot of energy. The warehouse is always protected by the universe. Can be isolated from any detection. Is the safest way to leave props undetected. Saying that, I had to submit the task later. At this time, the girl asked if I was going back to the villa. I told him, there are many locations at night that are dangerous. Now I have to find a place to spend the night. He was a little excited to hear this. Expressed that, there are several upscale hotels near the school. Safer at the top. I also feel good about classical Chinese, so let him lead the way. Pretty soon, we came to a love hotel near Jiangchen University. Chose a room called Variety of Temptations. The girl immediately changed her dress. Up here in front of me. I didn't like it. Like this. He thought I didn't like it. But I immediately denied it. Because I don't like this dress. Then he went to change several sets. Ask if I like it. But these clothes don't satisfy me. This is my inquiry. Isn't there anything more interesting here? In the end, he chose a skinny girl's dress. Ask if I'm satisfied. For that, I think it's pretty good. Let him be a little pet tonight. After 100 wars, the girl has fallen asleep. And I get dressed and turn on the warehouse function. And put that mask into it. And then comes the last part of the mission. I tossed the coin that Leto had given me. Summon the Emperor and the Guard of Trading. Just as I threw out the gold coins and summoned the Guard of Trading. Remembering the words that were widely circulated in the past life when trading with Leto. Emotions are part of the bargaining chip. That is to say, Leto will take care of the deal. Or adjust the reward based on the emotion of the task subject. But only if the other party has enough value in Leto's eyes. Leto saw me summon him so quickly. Very surprised. The task has been completed. Did you prove your ability? I immediately threw the meat in my hand at him. This is the creature in the mission requirement copy. Part of the body. Credo looked at this dry and black piece. Stale meat. Showing some silence. Look, this thing has been dead for a while. You should have completed the task last night. Why didn't you call me right away? And then I looked very serious. You should really want that scroll, right? Facing Leto's questioning. I started my own show. I can't figure out you who is so in awe and respect. Why did you hide that copy from me? Until I entered the copy. Only to find out that it was a nightmare and a copy. If I didn't have some means, I might have died. Wenyan Lido expressed that he could understand my behavior. And will give a reasonable explanation. And he said, this is part of the test. After all, such a treasure. You can't give yourself to a person without law to deal with unexpected people. I can't say anything else about it. Then ask about the task reward. And what is the task for the next step? Leto said it was his fault to hide the information. And I also proved my strength. Then the mission reward this time. It's up to you to choose. And the next mission will be the final mission. How I am very happy to hear this. Thank you for your understanding and generosity. His Excellency Leto, and this time the reward is B. The highest quality items. Selling price is a ceiling. Whatever I choose. With a snap of Leto's fingers. Suddenly all kinds of blue cards appeared around me. Looking at the dazzling props. Soon I made a choice. I saw that I chose a return journey. Drawings for making scrolls. Leto praised him as a man of knowledge. And the next step is to release the final stage of the task. But when I saw the mission, I was shocked. To complete the mission, you need to obtain to SSS level occupations. The princess said that this mission was too difficult. You know, even guard, I'm not born with an SSS level profession. As the guard of transactions, he naturally understands. And Leto's original occupation was only level 1. But that was his best protection. Hoping to go to the best places. Otherwise, it will be difficult to give up your love and strength. I can't go on and on. I can only accept this extremely difficult task. Now, a mutant giant rat appeared in the Dongshan Villa area. Rats are wreaking havoc here. In the face of Song Ziqiong, they can't fight. The two sent out. The entire team died at his hands. For properties several times higher. There is absolutely no way to deal with it, but someone needs to stay and watch his actions. Suddenly Lang Shuang noticed the action of the saw rat. He hurriedly threw Song Ziqiong down to avoid the attack. And ordered everyone to get out of the way immediately. But those actions were late. The slow man was still hit by the saw rat attack. The disparity in strength makes it impossible for them to start. Even the retreat is not as agile as the saw rat. Just as the two were discussing. The giant rats attacked them again. In this hour of emergency, I suddenly appeared on top of the giant rat. Come up and knock down the monster with a whip leg. Successfully interrupted the giant rat's offensive. I found that my arrival surprised Song Ziqiong. Looking at the embarrassed duo and the tattered surroundings, it seems that I came back in time. Then he ordered Lang Shuang to send someone to clean up the battlefield. Compensation and rewards for those who died in battle must be given to you. Then let Song Ziqiong explain what happened. Then I went back to the villa. Learned that these giant rats, it suddenly appeared while cleaning up zombies. And also destroyed 6 warehouses. The total number of casualties exceeded 100 yuan. Looking at the tired looks of several people, I can see that they haven't rested for a long time. Leave the rest of the drama to me. I'll find out the source. At this time, Song Ziqiong was not at ease. Go to rest, no one will serve me, and recommend someone to me. And he lets in a guy called Domain. Express this, it was rescued while cleaning up the villa area. Also, known very early, and said he was a lawyer. Can assist me in making rules? Would also like to be mine? I asked Qin Lingyu to stay. Others can practice sword shape. Lingyu is also very sensible. You just tell me what you need to do. I heard that your line of words is very sharp. Come and let me experience your eloquence and strength. Just when I rewarded the Jade Marquis of Qinling, I am satisfied with his eloquence. Then he got up and let him come to the French window. Then I told Qin Lingyu the rules he require. But I wasn't finished. I saw him pose as if he was ready. For a while, I was stunned. Didn't you hear what I just said? See, Qin Lingyu realized that it was his own mistake. Explain your ability to focus. This ability can enhance one's thinking speed and sensory power, but it will and all other information from the outside world. And I called him over. Just let him look out the window at the 3 areas of Dongshan. Then by observing the villa area where you are located, hillside high-end residential area and foothill community. Need him according to different areas. Make different rules. Give up. Qin Lingyu asked me if I had any other requirements. And I looked thoughtful. I'm curious when you're paying attention. How much sensory sensitivity will be improved? Hearing the words, the unicorn jade instantly understands what I mean. Then he held the French window with both hands again. Say you're ready? Just skip the boring clips. The time came the next morning. I led a group to a water outlet somewhere. Through yesterday's architectural drawings and mutant mice. Found this, and inside is lots of mutant rats. Although I can clear it quickly by myself. But I want to cultivate trustworthiness as soon as possible. Reliable person, I can no longer be a strong person to protect everyone. This time I chose you to take you to upgrade. So as to become the mainstay of the villa area. Everybody ready? Hear me speak. The crowd knelt in unison. Ready, master? I heard several men call master. I have an uncomfortable feeling. Then let them call me by D in the future. After listening to me, everyone was also very excited. And I was alone at the gate. Tear like toilet paper with a wave of your hand. At this moment, a prompt pops up to trigger a special task. Everyone receives the same task at once. The mission requirement is to kill all mutant mice and investigate the source of the mutation in the rat population. Rewards are based on completion. So I started exploring the sewers with a group of people. Then I found a game ahead. Immediately waved to stop. Suddenly, countless mutant mice attacked frantically. I was quite surprised to see so many of them. Activate combat stance immediately. Everyone follow. Note that those who are not dead must be replenished. Everywhere I go. They're all mutant corpses. While a dozen long and short pipes have now been cleaned. It must be the end soon. And one of them pointed to the front and shouted, "Here comes another one." Song Zikyong is now ready to perform well. I reminded him to use his skills to scout first. Look at the reality. But when Song Zikyong launched the insight crystal to check, but found that this is not ordinary mutant water, but a level 7 boss. As a result, he cannot view the specific attributes. The basic attributes of the boss. He can't be hot at all. To prevent accidents, I immediately stepped forward to meet the battle. However, in Song Zikyong's opinion, the existence that cannot be defeated, I hit hard and directly killed the boss in seconds. He looked at Song Zikyong directly. And then it prompted me to drop an item. Kaisai Protective Plague Boots. I see it's still a set of equipment. I didn't expect the Rat King to be able to explode the set parts. Then I immediately equipped it. Although the grade is low. But if it is extremely powerful, it is several times stronger than ordinary equipment. Now the Plague King is dead. The task is to investigate the cause of the mutation. This last. Then I lead a group through several pipes. But no mice were found. That's me telling people to stop. At this moment, prompts keep popping up to absorb the virus for the first time. And they're all viruses I've never seen before. Although it is normal to absorb the virus in the sewer. But now the absorbed virus. They are all things that were not available on Earth before the trial. And the kind. And the number has reached the level of harming the evolvers. It also made me understand the source of the mutation. It seems to be not far away. So I ordered a few people to stop exploring. Return immediately. This is where I feel more and more intentional. The number of virus points will continue to increase with each step. Makes me very curious. Find the source. What's the growth rate? Soon I came to the end of this place. For others, this is hell. But for me, it's paradise. However, when I came to the source, but saw a corpse. Could this be the source of the plague virus? Just as I came to a vast depths. Discovered its own virus. The power of points continues to increase. I feel this scene. Excitedly walking towards the source. A moment later, I came to the depths of a corpse. Experience a very strong plague virus. After observing the corpse, the source of the judgment is the scroll in his hand. Then I pulled out the scroll that the corpse was clutching. Turns out it's not paper theft. No specific instructions. The content recorded above. It's something I've never heard of. I don't know what the plague sect does. But anyway, I can feel if I absorb the virus on it. His own strength will once again gain a leap in governance. But when I initiate viral absorption, my abilities are starting to get out of hand. Suddenly, the surrounding virus, it started to come into my hands. Then prompts me to complete a special task. Borders in the sewer. and obtain the power of props, flesh and blood. Then a mark appeared on my palm. It's called pes alans wings, proof of a core member of the plague sect. Then prompt me again to trigger the task. Understanding is still an SSS level task. After viewing the content, discovery is a task related to the dog. If you complete the task and become the guard of plague, then you are entitled to revenge on Heroth. Suddenly, a copy teleportation appeared in front of me. So I went up and looked at the copy. It was Hel, the queen who once ruled Jiangcheng. Now it has become an auction item together with its daughter. No man can resist even if he is tortured. And now the former queen has become my slave. All because of the end of the world. 90% of humanity died as a result. With the coming of the end, the surviving humans awaken different innate abilities. Replicas and precious props appear around the world. And that's what attracts us to the laws of the universe. The life of authority. In my last life, my strength was ordinary. It took many contributions to join one of them, under the command of Heroth. But it failed because of a mission. Hercules wiped me out. And this is when the hourglass on my chest changes. When I wake up again, I found out that I went back to my college dormitory. So I immediately checked the time. I actually returned to the universe 10 days before the coming of the will. I saw a zombie news on my phone. According to the memory of a previous life, talent takes effect 10 days before the trial. Talents can be upgraded if discovered and exploited. So I went to a hospital. In my last life, my gift was level 1 virus resistance. If you follow the promotion method, you must use the virus to stimulate the enhanced talent in advance. When I entered the room, seeing the person in the hospital bed turned into a zombie, I immediately pulled out the syringe. 2.5 caddies of blood. Thinking of losing blood, should be able to stimulate their own talents. Then I went back to the dormitory. Found out that the roommates had gone all night. Looking at the syringe in my hand, I fell into hesitation. After all, the consequences of failure are very likely to die. But think of the humiliation of the previous life. Grit your teeth and inject all the blood into your body. After all, there is no difference between awakening a first-level talent and a cripple. Even if I know the future, you will also miss the opportunity because you are too weak. After a while, my consciousness began to blur. Suddenly, I was awakened by a scream. I turned around and saw a few roommates shouting. Instantly, I regained consciousness to the squeezing sound. When I got back to the bathroom, I realized I had made it. Losing the virus doesn't kill the talent. Successfully get the right way to upgrade. I think about the hierarchy of what happens when talent awakens. Suddenly, the universe kept prompting me to be a pioneer. Has the title of pioneer. Bonus that can increase the percentage. So I quickly checked the talent panel. The talent in the same episode is upgraded to a 3S level Virus King. And the Virus King is the strongest ability of the virus family. Not only can it absorb and exploit manipulated viruses, we can even engineer and create viruses. But now my ability is to absorb the virus. Now we need a lot of viruses to enhance our capabilities. And hospitals are naturally the best. Where to get the virus? Then I came to the first courtyard of Jiangcheng. As soon as I arrived at the door, I saw a large number of people fleeing. Then I remembered that Zhongcheng was trying 3 strange things that happened before the advent. One of them is lockdown hospitals. And I got really excited. He rushed towards the zombies regardless of the persuasion of others. Facing the awakened talent of me, those zombies will only become my admiration. Every zombie absorbed, you can get virus enhancement points. Meanwhile, in the toilet on the 4th floor of the hospital, looking at the door that is about to be broken, men are trapped in endless fear. I feel like I'm going to die soon. This is the expression of a man who is dumbfounded. Look at the charm behind you. I've been chasing you for so long, but you don't agree. He's going to die soon. It's better to have a good time before you die. Suddenly, the door to the toilet was torn open by zombies. The timid man who was afraid of death pushed the girl into mourning. The corpse then prepared to jump down towards the window. And pretty soon, I got all the way here, looking at the newly infected girl on the ground. So I immediately launched viral absorption, thinking it should be able to stop constipation, and the army will be coming soon to block it. At this time, one needs to understand the treatment of the hospital. After a while, the girl suddenly got up. When I saw this scene, I knew it was successful. Then I immediately asked him to take me to the hospital for the virus. Most places, After coming to the laboratory, I immediately poured multiple viruses into a measuring cup. Then continue to prompt the successful extraction of various viruses and get different enhanced villas. Then I took all the viruses to reinforce the lost virus. This is the prompt for me to lose the virus and achieve the purification conditions. And now, the one that has improved my strength the most is the black light virus, because this is the only way to devour purification-based viruses. Suddenly, the girl suddenly alerted that a zombie broke in. I lifted the zombie with one hand. The excavation speed is much faster than before. Strength has increased. Then I activate the ability. Test your newly acquired abilities. In an instant, countless tentacles wrap the zombies, then slowly turned into a ball of meat. I will finish absorbing the zombies in a while. New capabilities are not only absorbed quickly, and the absorption can also restore some physical strength. The girl looked at me in horror. Suddenly, he calmed down again. Thank you for saving his life, and said it would be kept confidential. Then they introduced each other. I learned that the girl's name is Sue Crossing. This is the footsteps of many people outside. I understand this is the army and police preparing to block the needle. Then I took Sue in and prepared to leave from the rooftop. Suddenly, a huge bald zombie stopped him. Looking at such a huge body, I immediately became excited. This is a rare mutant. So I jumped to avoid the zombie's attack. Kicked his bald head hard on a gold hook. After some communication, I discovered his overall quality, on par with myself. Then I quickly absorbed the zombies next to me. Another punch towards his chest. Unexpectedly, the hardness of the mutant is beyond imagination. The sword shape makes me feel bad. Not only does it cause no harm, it will also waste a lot of time. Just then, Sue Din one axe's break spy gun and took out the axe. And when I took the axe, my confidence shot up. Hit hard, leaving a wound on the lost body. And I chased after him and slashed at him, watching the dying zombie prepare for the final replenishment. Suddenly, the zombies went berserk, hit me against the wall. I didn't expect him to be seriously injured and not run away. Instead, Bing C resisted and wanted to tear me apart, but that's what I want. Suddenly, countless tentacles stretched out from my abdomen. In an instant, the zombie was tied to death and began to devour. Acquire new abilities after devouring mutants. And it made me very happy to see that. Sure enough, there is nothing wrong with choosing to devour purified blacklight viruses, and this army was coming. Then I hugged Sue Din and quickly left here. Then he jumped in the direction of his house. And I went home. Sue Din offered to help me clean the wound. I told him the bullet didn't stay in it. Wounds heal, since Sue Din insists on helping me clean up. So I took off my jacket, and he was looking at my 8-pack. Without blushing, this is my way of saying if I eat you, it will be restored immediately. How about you show up? Smell the cigarette crispy heart with a shy face. If you want to eat it, you have already eaten it. This is me. It means that I didn't eat it before because the environment is not good. Crispy heart looks shy. Speaking of washing, it tastes better. As for the content behind, it doesn't look good, just dance directly. After a night of communication, early in the morning, I went to buy breakfast to replenish my strength. Then Sue Din called and said someone was looking for me. The person claiming to be Song Zikyong, and I immediately understood something. After all, his daughter, Brother Song, has some entanglement with me, and he can find Susan Bell. Must know something. Song Zikyong unified Jiangcheng in the last life. A true queen. It is also the existence I can only look up to in the past life, but it's not what it used to be. If I can recover him for my use, so much more can be done in the time before Advent. Soon I will meet this queen of Jiangcheng. He said that his daughter had not contacted me. I'm very worried. Let me come here to experience it. What kind of man can make my daughter so nervous? I'll cut to the chase. Ask him what his true purpose is. Song Zikyong directly asked how the person who is me is. If you like your brother to be a son-in-law, you can also. But I don't understand why he would say that. This is his explanation. I saw my heroic performance in the hospital, so I was kind of surprised. After all, I had destroyed all the surveillance by then. I didn't expect him to find me. And he explained that he had his own people in the hospital. Not only did I see it, but I also took a video and sent it to him. And still among the survivors in the morning, I found Sushin's colleague Liu Fang. I heard this name. Immediately thought of last night. Sudin told me about the situation at that time. I thought he was dead. Sudin hated him very much. This is Song Ziqiang. He wants me to join him as a survivor. But I refused very decisively. After all, my secrets will definitely surprise him. I would never be his person. Instead, I want Song Ziqiang to be my person. See, the chestnut claws in my hands suddenly surprised him. And said that as long as you're willing to beat me, I tell myself what the hell is this? Then I told him the end was near. And these zombies are just garbage. This sentence also made Song Ziqiang say, I know more than he does. And that's when he said we could work together. Trade his abilities for my information. I also readily agreed to his invitation. Just then, there was a sudden sound of gunfire outside the door. Then Song Ziqiang said, Commander Wang of Jiangcheng sub-military region last night. They requisitioned part of the cold storage to refrigerate the zombies. And survivors in isolation hospitals. The zombies are locked in the cold storage and cannot move. This made him a little confused about what was going on. I didn't expect it. The low temperature environment will make zombies slow down. They found out so quickly. But what they don't know is, zombie mutation probability in extreme environments increase at this point. I suddenly thought, is this the side of the suburban bombing? And then I got excited. Let's see this time. What kind of mutant is it? At this moment, the army outside was frantically attacking the zombies. But no matter how you attack, it had no effect on him. At this time, Song Ziqiang appeared and asked them to cease fire and retreat, and said they couldn't hurt that meat mountain. Continuing is just a waste of time. Then let him just protect the employees. And brought survivors. And said someone would take care of this monster. Voice. At this moment, I will take action to block the attack of Meat Mountain, but I didn't expect him to just grab it. I almost dragged my feet. I didn't expect it to grow so much. Then I relied on flexible movement and Gu's our launch an offensive. And the commander who saw this scene was very surprised. What is this? You actually raised a monster. Song Ziqiang explained that he was not a monster. And the world came to the cold me. Unleash evolutionary devouring. After absorbing frozen beef, I got black light disease again. Poison purification strength and endurance have also been improved. Watching the meat mountain attack indiscriminately, I understand that it has almost been consumed. Then this is my show. I'm always restored. One blow knocks meat mountain to the ground. Keep waving towards his head. Then he tried to grab me with both hands like a sword. And I didn't panic. Immediate activation capability. Reach out countless tentacles to resist. As long as you devour this mountain of meat, my powers will strike again. The commander who saw this scene couldn't believe it. Is this really human? Suddenly, he had a plan. I want to take this opportunity. Kill both monsters in one go. Immediately call the walkie-talkie and request to launch a missile. This is what Song Ziqiang reminded. He's helping us now. And also saved you. Please don't do anything stupid. Lest everyone end badly. Moments later, I was surrounded by troops. The commander said that as long as I don't hurt people, we'll never order. This is me just after devouring Meat Mountain. Get promoted again. Not only does it unlock new abilities, but viral attention. The ability of the Blacklight virus has also been greatly improved. The soil gets a new shape, a new hammer. I am also very satisfied to see this scene. The hammer made me feel so powerful. Unfortunately, there is no test target. And not only that, and one of the biggest gains. The core of a meat mountain. It's very rare. Not only can it be turned into equipment, if a control method is found, you can even use him. Build a wall of flesh and blood that grows infinitely. This is me thinking about whether to feed it or not. Then grow a meat shark to test your hand. Suddenly, Song Ziqiang's voice came from behind and introduced me to the girl she had just rescued. Name dear for this person I know. He's a well-known journalist in Jiangcheng. It must be you who is in the doctor. The hospital photographed me secretly. Then I asked him when Dong Dong killed Meat Mountain. Is there any video? Let him keep it and don't send it out yet. Suddenly, the commander came forward and asked me to take my own business and tell the military everything you know. I heard the words Commander Wang. Reminds me of that unforgettable face again. Commander Huang's name is Huang Xingju. After the trial, gather the weak awakened. Use it like a pig or a door. At first, it was comforted by the righteousness of the family and the country, and then it turned into arbitrary insults. And I was one of them in my last life. You can even eat a full meal. And those who tried to leave will be charged with treason. It also forced me to leave the battlefield. Then I looked at Song Ziqiong on the side. Boss Song, am I going to explain? Song Ziqiong immediately refused. After all, he doesn't know anything yet. Then Song Ziqiong asked him to tell Commander Huang, if you have any questions, ask me in person. As soon as these words came out, he dared not continue to say anything. At this time, I heard from my subordinates that those quarantines were making trouble. Hearing the words, I asked if there was a man named Liu Feng among them, and expressed his desire to meet him. Then they immediately brought Liu Feng over. And he thought his father had sent someone to pick him up. That's me tapping him on the shoulder, and used the opportunity to activate the ability to inject the lost virus. Then I opened my mouth, and someone asked me to give you a message. Sudin said in bed yesterday that he wants you to die. Liu Feng was a little surprised when he heard this. And all of a sudden, I yelled, everybody back up. He's about to become a zombie. Hearing this, Liu Feng felt that he was being counted by the play. The next second, his whole person mutated. That's exactly what I want to see. So I can test the power of the hammer in my new ability. Seeing this scene, the commander's eyes widened. Then I told Song Zi behind me, Joan, pass this time. I can show you some wallets when I go back. At this time, Song Ziqiong didn't have much money. Just call me Ziqiong or Sister Song in the future. And said that now he wants to be my person. I'm proud of it. Then I'm going to see your value and performance. Then I went with Song Ziqiong. His blessing. I let him get home during this time. Do not disturb me. I took advantage of this time. Take a look at the rewards for worshipping Meat Mountain. Open the inventory and find that there are 2 skill books. One is violent and bloodthirsty, but the effect is not what I want at all. The other one adds muscle value. According to the experience of the past life, it doesn't fit your position. Although I can't use it myself. But the value is rather high in the early stages of the trial. Whether it's building a force, it's still pretty good to win people's hearts. Think about building power. Now is the time to lay it out. Gold coins rewarded by killing Meat Mountain, just enough to set up a chat group. Gather those pioneers through this chat group. Help them lay a solid foundation, and this will also become my goal. The first step in Hero's Revenge. Soon came to Song Ziqiong's villa. I gave him some simple information. I think that's enough for him to deal with it and take the lead. But Song Ziqiong is not satisfied with this. Ask, how can I become my person? I said I don't need trash and absolute loyalty. In this regard, Song Ziqiong said that these can be achieved. In particular, there is no doubt that one can stand in Jiangcheng. I told him that after the trial came, these will all be pushed. In the present interpretation, status after money is worthless. Looking at Song Ziqiong's current scenery reminds me of the end times. The picture of their mother and daughter being sold as auction items. Then he felt that if he was hesitating, sure to miss a lot of opportunities. The next second, kneel down on one knee and express your allegiance to me. I am also very satisfied. After all, now the value that Song Ziqiong can provide is quite high. And then I wanted to take a look at him in person. There are still some things that need to be done with him. Then ask him to notify his subordinates. Show my post in the most prominent position. At this time, Song Ziqiong's mobile phone received a call from her daughter. He couldn't figure out why I had the phone in my hand. I let him go home first and say something sweet. Then hang up the phone. Only brother Song with an angry face was left. This is Song Ziqiong, who was touched by me. I hope I can protect his daughter too. I told him to try harder. When the time comes for trials, most likely won't become a monster. Moments later, I led them to an abandoned warehouse. And the twins spoke. This was originally an underground casino. But now everyone inside has turned into zombies. And according to the memory of a previous life, don't remember what happened here. After all, this place is remote. Even if something happens, it's hard to get out. And here's Gem and I going through all the rumors. The land of zombies and monsters. Found only here. I'm guessing someone must be collecting zombies. Then where he placed the zombies? It's a zombie slaughterhouse. But I don't know yet. Is that person a curious warrior? still a forerunner of the situation. And I want to help them survive the apocalypse. Picked an abandoned warehouse full of zombies. When the door opened, countless zombies rushed out frantically. But they are vulnerable to me now. After 2.5 minutes, the system prompts me to kill more than 300 zombies. Receive the title Zombie Hunter. After killing a large number of zombies, prompt me to be able to exchange the serum of the zombie virus. See the recipe here, and I can't help but get excited. That's a good thing. After all, so are the awakened. Will be troubled by the zombie virus. After cleaning up the zombies, I called Jinan, who was still in a daze at the door. Concurrent inquiry. Asked them if they remember the purpose of their visit. Song Zikyong immediately said to kill zombies with cold weapons will drastically reduce breakdowns. The probability of temporarily turning into a monster, killing zombies without hands and injuries will definitely not change. Then I grabbed a half-dead zombie. Asked them who will be the first to succeed, so that I can see how strong a few people are. And as Song Zikyong's assistant, select the first test. I saw him being dropped alone, break the zombie's neck on the spot. I am also very satisfied to see this scene. Then Song Zikyong was killed with a baseball bat. I can see that he lacks strength. Then Sue crossing from the hospital. It took a lot of effort to kill the zombies. And he was knocked down by the zombies because his strength was too small, relying on human structure to barely kill. In the end, only a panic chant remains. He peed on the spot when he saw this horrific scene. I'm a little speechless seeing this. I didn't expect the beautiful school beauty to be so tempting on weekdays. Then I asked Song Zikyong to investigate. Why are there so many rumors of lost places? And they got nothing. It was definitely not easy for me to see this. And told him that Brother Song was too bad. It's up to you to arrange the exercise for him. Song Zikyong is worried that she does not have the ability to eliminate the virus. Your own daughter will become a zombie. This is the serum of the zombie virus I put. Hand him the recipe, and he was completely composed. And promised to complete the task I gave him. At this time, I think the post I sent should be seen by many people. When I checked the reply, there's not a single piece of content. When I was feeling down, suddenly, something came to my attention. After seeing the content, I feel that it is not complete. Is it fun or something? Then I woke up with this person. It's about mind control. And let him join the chat group. Then he smiled and said, I want to pull in a guy named Glacier. I was stunned when I heard the name. The Glaciers of the last life were top evolvers. The emperors and powerful men known as the Water Army. Through me let him if there are other pioneers. Can be pulled in? Meanwhile, the other side. Luli found out that the city lord of Jiangsheng was collecting zombies. And those zombies are sent to a container at a port. Just as Luli reported, suddenly two corpses appeared in front of him. This is Song Zikyong. More and more people in the villa are joining the group chat. Facing their problems, I constantly guide those people how to choose. Then Song Zikyong hurried towards me. Flustered, indicates that Laurie was caught collecting intelligence. The other party asked him to negotiate in person. Wenyan, I asked Luli if he contacted you. So serious that Luli gave you up. See my serious expression? Song Zikyong quickly explained. Luli was trained by himself. Never betray. The problem must lie with sending out investigators. Here's Song Zikyong's explanation, and I promise to bring him back. The dachshund now concentrated in word. Laurie was tied to the seat. The man said he didn't touch him. It's all Song Zikyong's face, and said that if you choose to submit, then he will be his subordinate. But if you don't submit, then both of you will be my queen mother. At the moment, Rory is very afraid. I'm shaking all over. At this time, and I'm sitting next to him, and I'm eating steak. He was surprised to see me, because he didn't realize there was someone else by his side. Step back and ask who I am. I said I was here to reveal the truth. Family. Then he asked me if I was sent by Song Zikyong. And can do it so close that it goes undetected. Must be a pioneer. I let Luri out first. Song Zikyong is waiting for you outside. See this line of work? I guess Song Zikyong is now mine. After getting a positive answer, the person who thinks he can make the Queen of Jiangsheng submit, there must be many means. then expressed his desire to cooperate with me. Among the 3 major forces in Zhong City, he's tamed the city lord. And I tamed the queen. Now there is only tearing. Then he expressed his desire for me to assist. He became the king of Jiangcheng, but I rejected him decisively. Crossing Meng was instantly unhappy when he heard this reply. Expressed that you are a strong S level. And said it was the highest level of talent. And I'm for him collecting zombies everywhere. They also use living people to make zombies and eat them. With this kind of thing, it's not good to have great power. So it's better to die as soon as possible. And said that his talent is 3S level. You don't deserve my responsibility at all. Hearing words and deeds directly demonstrates one's ability. His ability is to kill thorns. Some attributes of the target can be killed. Permanently transferred to oneself. It also means that it can grow infinitely. I feel that my invincible ability is not enough. Slice class. Then, isn't the 3S level going to become a guard immediately? But I still don't take him seriously. It can be seen that his claws should be a piece of equipment. About this, Crossing Meng directly opened his claws and lunged at me. I also immediately changed my bone claws to fight him. After seeing my claws, it means that my transformation talent is still a little poor. Then Qing Meng began to kill violently. Seeing this, I understand that he just didn't fully state your abilities. In case of S level, I still can't play. Then I turn on the hammer form. And just then, accidentally exposed on the other side of the road. To rescue him, I got into a fight with another SG Awakener. When playing an extra cubbly for a while, Crossing Meng started to provoke you. Kid, can't you? Are you already exhausted? 3K's talent can't be fake, right? But I'm still confident. My talents have already come into play. You just haven't noticed it yet. And Crossing Meng thinks I'm still being stubborn. Suddenly a punch sent me flying. You clearly have the power. Their physique and agility are lower than mine, but keep bluffing. When he said he was ready to attack again, I suddenly felt powerless. As weak as a deep wound. Prompts keep popping up at the moment. All kinds of viruses are beyond his tolerance range. And receive various negative reports. He saw this scene. I don't understand what's going on. This is my slow opening. Your physique is really good. It took so long to work. How does it feel to have so many diseases? Hearing the words and deeds, I realized that it was my fault. But now he is just a paper tiger. A tight blow went straight through his body. I've already mentioned my abilities. You just don't believe it. Then I unleashed my powers and started devouring him. I hope to absorb the S-level effect. Don't let yourself down. Moments later, my black light virus has completed its initial awakening. Devouring has evolved. Able to view part of the memory of the devouring target. And have the probability of obtaining any record from the other party. I am also very satisfied to see this scene. Can increase its own basic attributes. It's a huge benefit. When I checked my personal information, and we found a substantial increase in each one. And it was then that I discovered that he was not only equipped, also obtained, drawing. I guess this person must have killed a zombie. Otherwise, it is impossible to have more than my attributes. I see it's still a C-level drawing. It also means that his luck attribute must be very high. But now all he has is me. Remember everything that happened recently. Raised my talent from level 1 to level 3S. And the 3 oddities were great. And also, conquered Song Zixiong, the future city, Lord of Jiangcheng, with my current strength. Try harder to find the monster before it arrives. It's not worth the cost. And the last few days be for the second coming. I plan for the development after the advent. Ready in 2.5 days. I'm in Song Zixiong's villa. Admiring the last night view. And the trial is coming soon. This is Song Zixiong and the others reporting to me. Completed the task I gave. And now there are 10 minutes until the trial comes. I will post a message to the group immediately. Keep them calm. And hope everyone survives. Now they are all waiting quietly. In the last few points, someone can't wait. Some people were really flustered. Then I called Song Zixiong. Soon is quiet. The peaceful scene will be completely history. And the world is coming to an end. It's 12 a.m. The trial has officially come. The Langston Doomsday trial officially begins. Those who survive will become evolvers. Is this trial an opportunity or a danger? Everything is determined by one's own strength. This is me looking at the fickle world outside. Suddenly, the hourglass you wear changes. Time hourglass completes Ren Master Bagan's binding. What happened so suddenly took me by surprise. He realized that Song Xixiong and the others were still by his side. I want them to get out quickly. After all, the secret of the hourglass cannot be known to anyone. When I looked back, I found an unexpected scene. How many people do you see? Not moving at all. It was as if time had stopped. And I looked out the window. The crash plane was actually parked in the air. Then I realized that time had stopped at this moment. Suddenly, the hourglass emitted bursts of light. The time hourglass is successfully bound. When I see the properties, he realized that his rebirth was indeed due to the desert. It also has state saving and reading effects.